Morning, Jay.
Hey guys. Hey, let me see who all's in here. It's crazy. I'm having to let everybody in. I'm having to do this from my phone, so give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. Hey, who's on a laptop?
Drew's on the laptop.
Thompson. Brian Thompson.
Drew looks so official.
Yeah, go ahead if you want.
Hey, bud, I'm gonna make you a co-host, and I'm gonna let you watch the because there's tons of people going in here. And
Gotcha.
what I'm gonna get you to do is let me make Drew. Drew, are you gonna use slides today?
Yeah, I got a slideshow.
Okay, cool. Well, what I'm gonna do is
that Santa Claus or is that Corey Williams?
Oh,
I had to say something.
All right, hang on, guys. Hey, Brian, give me 1 second, okay?
All right.
1 second, buddy. It's just crazy. I'm trying to get everybody in here. Let me take this off this little thing. Hang on. Golly. Okay. I tell you what, I'm going to just turn it over to Drew real quick. Guys, there are so many people jumping on this thing. It's like a, let me do what I got to do here. Okay. Hey, Drew, I made you the co-host with me because I'm going to try to watch this waiting room because it's nuts. Okay, guys. I'm not going to be able to do much of it. Let me go ahead. I'm trying to manage all these people jumping on. So I apologize. All right. So I'm going to do this, guys, real quick. I want to turn this over to Drew Schroeder out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Guys, Drew is absolutely one of the best realtors I've ever been around. Guys, he does 30 million in production and doesn't buy any leads. He has built so many organic relationships, and he has this whole training that he said, Jay, I really want to come on here for all the EXP agents and everybody that really wants to launch 2021 and really get it going and just coach everybody. So guys, this is going to be a whirlwind. I'm going to sit here. There's still people jamming into this meeting like left and right. It's already 82 agents. So I'm going to focus on making sure everybody gets in the room. This has been recorded, so I'm going to put it up on the mastermind group and get it out to certain people that said they needed to get it out. So guys, with no further ado, Drew Schroeder out of Indianapolis, Indiana, icon agent, 30 million a year, doesn't buy leads, no buyer's agents, and he's going to lay this thing out. So guys, let's listen back and have a great morning. Drew, thanks for being willing to do this for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely, Jay. Thanks for having me on the show today. So yeah, guys, my whole mission right now is to reduce the failure rate in our industry. And the more I can share with you, a lot of you are EXP agents. Some of you may not be with our company, but this is the culture that we've got, that we are building. And doesn't it feel good to help somebody else? And that's what I've been doing my entire career. I've been in business for, people keep coming on here. I've been in business this is my 18th year. So I was lucky to find this career right out of college. And I've just been focused on being a go-giver and being genuine and authentic and just showing up each day. I'm not really concerned. The 30 million sounds great, but these are families. I don't look at it as units sold or volume. You know, if you just show up and control your attitude and your effort each day, like at the end of the year, you're going to do some amazing things. But first, let's just talk about who I am as a person. My beautiful wife outkicked my coverage there, Lindsay. Her only flaw is she's a Purdue grad. I'm an IU guy, so I got a monotone voice, as you can tell, and I'm bald, as you can see, at 39, and I still bite my fingernails. Those are my flaws. Otherwise, we're perfect people. They get their good looks from their mom. That's Grayson. He's 8. Sully, he's 6, and Addison, she's 3. And this is why I do what I do. This is my big why. As long as the honey drew list is complete, I can play a lot of golf and be the best dad and husband to my family, and impact a lot of people along the way. So let's just get into the nuts and bolts of this. So I'm trying to give you guys, I'm not a professional speaker by any means. I'm just an agent, just like you guys. But every single real estate seminar that I've ever been to, people are trying to sell you something at the end of it. This is not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to over deliver with the most value I possibly can. So the slides may not be all shiny in every which way, but we're doing our best. So these are 20 things that I'm doing to finish the year strong and build momentum for 2021. So the first thing is we all have KV Core at EXP. So I've got a custom text ready to go for my database that I'm going to be sending out on Thanksgiving morning. I'm using KV Core from a client retention tool, and you'll see some of the slides on how I'm doing that. I know I'm not a lead gen guy. Like, you need to be self-aware of who you are and play to your strengths in this business. And I've always been, a warm guy, like a touchy-feely. Not touchy-feely is not probably the right word, but I've just always just done it via relationships. And I think being heartfelt and messaging people, but having the technology to have both a high touch and high tech business is important. And that's definitely what we got with KV Core. Here's an idea for you guys. This is what I do for every listing. It's a process as I penned a process. Donna, my transaction coordinator, she will send a picture to a local artist, and at closing I deliver a Christmas ornament with the home that I just sold. And it's bittersweet. You guys know that people are bringing their kids home to this house. They may have raised their kids, the Hall family on the right. They were so sad to leave Carmel, Indiana, but I gave them a memento, if you will, a keepsake to take with them to South Carolina. And I mean, Jeremy Hall cried when I gave that to him. So I knew I was making impact there. Here's a good story. This is there was 9 kids in this family. It had been in their home for 70 years. Only one of the kids was my client, but I knew that there were 8 other kids. One of them actually passed away. So there were 8 kids total. And when I say kids, they're like 65 years old. They're my parents' age, but they weren't always going to buy a house from me, but they're all across the country, but I knew they were all getting together because they lost their mom and their dad in the same year. And they were getting together for Christmas. And so when they have such a big family, had to rent out a restaurant last year, and I delivered these ornaments, and man, talk about impact. It really made me feel good. I didn't do it necessarily to sell the sister in California. I knew that wasn't going to be the case, but it did work because one of the other sisters, I'm pending with one of her homes here in Indianapolis, and I just went out of my way, not really to get anything in return, but just I knew it'd be special for the family to do something like this. In Indiana, I don't know if this is all statewide, but have a system for reminding your buyers to file for homestead and mortgage exemptions. in Indiana, there's like, I'm in Indianapolis and there's 8 surrounding counties. And so a lot of title companies, a lot of realtors will just go on social media or maybe give their people a sheet. And I specify the actual county and I bury the person's name, Emily, in the message. So it comes as a personal, like, Drew took the time to do this, but really I might have taken the 40 homes that I sold in Hamilton County this year, and I'm using KV Core again to communicate at a mass level, but a very direct and custom to the client. And it gets a response like every time because I wrote the templates and, you know, it's my language. Here's something I've been doing for many years, a TV giveaway. I like to reward the behavior of the referral, not just the result. So I'm always writing handwritten notes when I get an intro to a new buyer or seller. I like to have reasons to touch them after the transaction. This is not just a goodbye. This is always a see you later for me. There are some clients that it is a goodbye. I'm sure you guys can relate, but the majority of them are people that I love and they become friends. And this is something where on Christmas Day, I set up a Facebook live private group, the 2020 Santa Schroeder giveaway. I've been doing this for 10 years and I dress up like Buddy the Elf. And this is what I sent out via KV Core. I hashtag all my clients 2020 Santa. So we got, if I'm going to sell 70 houses this year, we got 140 people getting this email. I mean, it gets competitive. People are like, hey, I'm going to send you this $500,000 buyer. Does this get me in the Santa Schroeder TV giveaway? It does, you know, and they just love it. This is something I did just to kind of create momentum. Like my forever mantra, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. A lot of people have had good years in real estate. I've had a great year, but I don't stop. There is no finish line in this business. So you have to continue to invest in the relationships of the people and build momentum for the next year. So I give away the free TV. I get to make up the rules. So October 1st, they all got an email that basically said, you know, lo and behold, fourth quarter is upon us. And while parts of the year has flown by, equal parts have felt stagnant, but one thing remains the same, and that's your unwavering support of Drew Schroeder's real estate business. And, you know, it's just my dry sense of humor, and people can relate to it. And I'm trying to show you guys, like, not just talk about what I'm doing, but actually show you and give you an inside look on it as well. Another big tool for KV Core is we have these neighborhood monthly reports that will message every 28 days. Why 28 days? Any guesses? Not looking for everyone to unmute your mic, but it's going to touch them 13 times instead of 12. So KV Core is smart that they did it that way, because it allows us realtors to touch our people and provide valuable information 13 times instead of 12. Number 6, offer to bring your clients pizza or dinner to see their new home. Ale Emporium, boneless Hermanaki wings. If you guys ever come to Indianapolis, they're ridiculous and everyone loves them. So I went there and everybody's got these gift card specials, and I was bringing I bring my kids and my family to their house, and then I take to the new house that the people bought, and then ask the referring party to come along who made the intro, and let's my family connect with them. And everyone loves Hermanaki and the pizza. So it's always a yes, and people get excited about that. And it's a way for you to, again, just continue to build that relationship and have a memory or an experience that you're providing, not just say, here's a $50 gift card to Lowe's or $100 gift card to Lowe's. Vice versa. Why don't you host your own party at your house? Make them come to you. We did a sushi party 2 weeks ago. You might recognize the good looking people in that picture. That's Lindsay and I. But we had a sushi chef come for 16 people. You know, what do you do for somebody that's bought $1 million house, you know, buys $1 million house? They've went to Ruth Chris enough. They've never had a private sushi chef whip up some wasabi and avocado and deliciousness in front of you. And this was really cool. And we actually have another one on the books for January. Friendsgivings. I know some of these things are tough with COVID. You just got to respect how everyone else is handling and be safe. But a lot of people dread Christmas parties, ugly Christmas sweater parties, and Friendsgivings, where I'm like shaking as many hands and kissing as many babies as possible. So you have to, the more people you see, the more they think top of mind. Drew Schroeder, just saw him at Friendsgiving. You know, he was dressed up like a turkey, or dressed up. He's got my Christmas sweater. It's this cat that meows and it's hideous, but people love pressing the button. So again, just make yourself visible and make the rounds as much as you can. Like, you can't hide in this business. Here's a daily thing. Like, some of the stuff I just talked about was spending money. This is something I do every day. So I go on famousbirthdays.com. Again, this is my dry sense of humor. And this was Bob Saget, Danny Tanner from Full House, and Derek Huff from Dancing with the Stars. And here's my text interaction. I tag everybody's writing on everybody's Facebook wall. They'll get 200 to 300 Facebook wall posts. Happy birthday. Like, be intentional and be different. And so look what happened here. So Bob Saget, Derek Huff, and Ryan Davis, 3 of my favorite people, all a year older today. Happy birthday. And it starts conversation with them. I didn't know Laura Davis was going to have a birthday just a couple days later in May. So Malcolm X, Kevin Garnett, and Laura Davis. And then look what happens, guys. My birthday was May 29th. I had about 30 different people text me. John F. Kennedy, Carmelo Anthony, and Drew Schroeder, 3 of my favorite people, all a year older today. Like, that is what we're doing. And that is them thinking of me because I thought of them. So this is something that all of you can do. Facebook will send you an email. Make sure all your past clients are on your Instagram and your Facebook, and you guys are wishing happy birthdays. Here's something that is back to basics. If Costco's on this, please send me a case of this. I'm trying really hard to be a Costco Kirkland sparkling water influencer. So anyone has tips, this is good stuff. Sorry, I digress. But number 10 is set up a coffee meeting, lunch, beers, whatever it may be. Everybody's got to eat. People love to see you as much as you think that they don't. And just ask them how they're doing, and get people in a rotation. And it's, again, just that top of mind, that you are staying in touch with people, and it's one-on-one, and it's something that I've been doing for now 18 years, and it's worked out pretty well. I don't like tailoring the gift to myself. I always tailor it to the receiver. So instead of getting my Drewco Realty Nike dry fit sweater, or dry fit like golf shirt, or a koozie like Alex Montagano, he's in our office. He's got 100 koozies with his brand on it. Well, they're Remax branded, and he's at Exp now, so it's worthless. So here's what I do. I follow my people on Facebook, screenshot burp cloth bib and onesie, and then I try to beat the people home before they get home from the hospital, and they've got something from Drew and a handwritten note there. Again, it's and it just so happens, like, as families grow, guess what, guys? They need bigger houses. Basic stuff. So I use Trello. I've used Excel. I've used the notes on my phone, and check your list every single Monday. Things are going to fall through the cracks, but you have to the second somebody says that, hey, my sister's buying a house, like, be proactive. Hey, can you give me your sister's number just so I, don't miss her call? And then you've got the contact information. And then if they don't follow up with you in the first week, you can text the sister and say, hey, just Drew Schroeder. I don't know if you're in a hurry or not, but Laura gave me your contact info and just wanted to follow up with you, and make sure I'm not dropping the ball on my end. Oh, Drew, I've been meaning to talk to you. Thank you so much. Because here's what's going to happen. If they've already talked to you or they already met with you, and meet with, I don't care if they're 12 months away, meet with the people as fast as you possibly can, because when they relocate to your city, they're going to have coworkers saying, oh, you got to talk to Joe. He's the best realtor since sliced bread. And you got to talk to our guy. But if they've already met with Drew, they feel vested and feel like I can, help, and kind of just tied to me. Zillow. I don't advertise on Zillow. I've never given them $1, but again, EXP is a big collaboration company. And Alex Montagano said, hey, when was the last time you went to Amazon.com and bought something? I'm like, yesterday. And he said, well, did you look at any reviews of the product you bought? Of course, Alex. I'm looking at your Zillow profile. It doesn't say that you've sold any houses and no one's giving you any reviews. And so I then made it a point and to just start a process, guys. Like, you can go back like I did and send it out to the masses and say, I'll give a $10 Starbucks gift card. This is kind of hard to read, but and I ended up having to I got 60 reviews in 30 days and had a way to touch base. Yeah, you can see it a little bit with clients, but now I just do it via KV Core. Like, I have a 6-touch post closed buyer campaign that is automatically sent to my people. So they're templates that I wrote that I'd be happy to share. Just look me up on Workplace and I can send it to you. But it's like a 1 week, 2 week, 5 week, 8 week, and then there's a couple other touches. But it's ways we work so hard to go get the business. Then we work so hard to get it to the closing table. And then we don't talk to the people anymore. And that's because we're off and running, trying to get paid in 30 to 45 days and looking for the next commission. And those are the people that just got the great service from us. So you have to have systems of following up, because I'm only one person, and it's really, you have to be system driven. We are so fortunate at EXP to have so many different, you can watch paint dry on the walls, or you don't have time for anything. I love knowing that I can log into EXP World and not only learn from like the best agent in the neighborhood, like most brokerages do. Hey, Drew, you available to do a training? No, I'm not. Okay, we'll call somebody else. And then they just go down the list, where we have the best there's so many different niches of real estate. Like, so we have the best agents training us. I'm always listening, trying to feed my mind, industry podcast stuff. So love Brian Buffini. I'm not a Brian Buffini student per se, or don't subscribe to his coaching, but I love his show. I love listening to everything he has to say. This is getting back to the holiday Christmas mix via Spotify, or if you're like Drew and you're super old school, you burn CDs. I've been doing this for many, many years, guys. 3 different brands. That's something I didn't even talk to you about. I was with the same brokerage for 15 years. It was Century 21, Prudential, and Berkshire Hathaway. And the brand was always me, the agent. And so when I saw EXP in 15 years at the same company and 3 different brand changes, that's unheard of, first of all. But what I saw with EXP was that I could just help other people and help them, show them everything, because I feel like you're never going to live long enough to learn it all by yourself. So this is something that I've done. And this morning, like, look at this. This is 6:52. I'm working out at Lifetime Fitness. Rachel McAdams, Danny DeVito, and Laura Lawrence, 3 of my favorite people. It's the same thing every day. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. It's her birthday. So I did a screen record on my phone of the Meghan Trainor jam and gave her a behind the music backstage birthday pass to the new Meghan Trainor jam that made the list. Don't be afraid to bob your head, snap your fingers, or clap your hands along with the beat. And again, that's just me being who I am, but like being intentional and starting this. Laura Lawrence is for sure going to refer me if she hears of anyone looking to buy, sell, or a house. This is something that is so big in our business. Is if you guys want the same results, like, then keep doing the same stuff. If you want to get better, you have to start making some changes, little tweaks. I'm not saying change everything, but I need to do a better job of posting and engaging on social media. I know that I need to probably do some more video, but I don't like my monotone voice. And that's just something I have to get over. But focus on whatever that is that you like. Brian Tracy says, eat the frog. Like, whatever it is that you're trying to get better at, do it at the beginning of the day. And I feel like your day is going to, be downhill from there. It's going to be things that you're focused on. Social media strategy. This is going to help me be better at posting. And so Planoly is my sister's a social media consultant. So she's been helping me with some of that stuff, creating branding things that are myself. And so we've been having social media Mondays, and I've been basically planning out posts and stuff. So if I'm off and running, I've got it. I sit down and I plan things out, and it's $85 for the year, or it can be free if you just want to at 9 o'clock every morning. If you've got a post set up, you can click. And coffee and contracts, that's something for you guys to look at. That can give you some ideas, some content that I can show you offline as well. Just some of the content that I'm putting out there. A lot of it's just organic and comes to me. Like, I don't want to just talk about real estate. Here are stationery, Vistaprint. Like, just look for the deals. Have some customized stationery with your name on it, and write some notes, guys. My handwriting's awful. Like, a matter of fact, every handwritten note I write, I pretty much say, if they send me a referral, thanks for sending me Joe and Becky. I can't wait to take care of them. It's nice to see, PS, it's nice to see that you thought my service was better than my handwriting. So, but people love the fact that you take time to do that. And finally, this is just something that anybody can do. This is just a weekly social media and just activity action thing. Like, make sure you're talking on the phone to people. You can't just hide around text and email all day long. And so I pick up the phone and I call people, and this could be other agents. This could be my mom. She always wants to talk to me. This could be anybody. Just you got to get in the habit of making calls. The best social media strategy is not really what you post. It's who are you commenting on? Who are you lifting up? Like, the more you guys engage, the better that it is. And I like sending DMs on like Instagram and Facebook to people. And so when it is time for me to post something, they're going to show you love if you're, showing them love. And then I like to try to post 3 times personally a week. And then, like Kristen Rafferty, for instance, she's an agent with EXP. I shared last week one of her new listings. Like, how good does it feel when someone shares one of your posts? Why don't you be a little more thoughtful and share? If you like something and you believe in it or it's funny, share somebody's post and then send them a DM and say, that's hilarious, or I love what you did. So in summary, because I'm trying to keep this within 30 minutes, just live your best life and let people know what you do along the way. And what I mean by that is, like, all of us have had these circumstances where if I would have known that you were in real estate, I would have called you to buy this $1 million house. And you're like, oh gosh, I need to do better. So you just need to focus on your sphere, your pond, and touch everybody and let them make the decision. And do not be upset if they go a different direction. Everybody knows 5 realtors. You're just going to have to deal with that and keep plugging away. Like, don't drown in your own sorrows. Like, be grateful for all the other people that supported you. Like, and that will totally, if you have that mindset shift, like, you just don't focus on the negative stuff. You just keep plugging away at it, and then make it fun. And if you want it to get done, like, you can see, like, some of my personality comes through and some of the message and some of the things that I do. And I love that. And so it doesn't feel like work to me, because I have my rocks taken care of. I'm fully aware of what the most important things in life are to me. And then I've built this business that it's just me being me every day, and I'm not trying to do call for sale by owners and expireds. I'm sure there's people on this that are having huge success at that, but that's just not me. But there's just so many niches in real estate, and this is my story, and just I appreciate you guys letting me share it with you. So Jay, I'm done. I don't know if you want to open this up for questions.
Hey, Drew.
Yep.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, cool, man. Dude, thank you. Dude, you killed it. You know what? I know that agents are going to have a ton of questions. One thing you said I think is very important is there's a million different ways to build a business. What I love about, the thing is, I think me and you have a lot of similarities in the way that we've built our business, because we truly do care about people and love the relationship and all of those things. And I really think that's what you're projecting here with this training. Let's open it up for questions, guys. Anybody got any questions about what Drew is doing and how can we help your business? And it's just awesome how EXP is all about giving to each other and helping one another. It's amazing.
Hey, Drew, where do you order your baby burpee onesie thing gifts?
I can send you it's actually, this is a little bit of nepotism going on here, but it's my mother-in-law that does it. Do you want me to give you her number and you can shoot a text to her, or do you want me to put it, can I like mass put it out to the...
You could put it in the chat box. That'd be great. I'll screenshot it.
Yeah, where do I do this? Here, end slideshow.
Hey, when you come on, announce your name and where you're from, if you would, guys. As you ask.
Sorry, Jay. This is Donna from Brentwood.
Awesome.
And then also, while you're typing that in the chat box, the other question was, what did you say about the coffees and something? Not going to coffee 3 times a week, the website.
Coffeecontracts.com. That'll change your life. Oh, that went just to Michelle Langford. I need to go to everybody. It's called Coffee and Contracts, and it literally will just take everything that you guys give you an idea for content calendar for the entire month, and then you can pick whatever you want. And we've been taking like some of the pictures and literally just copy and pasting whatever is said, whatever resonates. All right, here's the baby gifts. Baby gifts. Oh, here we go. I'm show and tell. So here's a Sullivan and here's a Sasha, And it's like,
oh, I love that you
it,
put their names on it.
oh yeah, that's the whole point of it, is to put their initials, and literally all you do with Carol is screenshot and, you know, tell her you're friends with Drew, and because she gets it a lot, and it's and just, yeah, she'll get your address, and you know, these are $30 a deal, and it's super easy, and then she'd ship it out. I don't know what the shipping is wherever you're at. So there's
Very
lots.
good. Thank you so much.
Hey, Drew.
Who's got some more questions? Yeah, go ahead.
Drew, friends in Nashville. Hey, 2 questions. What's your business like for listings and buyers, just as far as a breakdown, being in the business 18 years?
Yeah.
Then the second question, your 5 calls a day, I'm on the phone a lot too, but do you systemize those calls? Or those intentional at the beginning of the day, like, I'm going to hammer out these 5 people?
Pretty much. Like, I did the Sean Kokoska training, and I loved some of the stuff that he did, but he had 10 calls a day. So I did that during COVID, but man, there's just only so many hours in a day. So I've kind of toned that back, and yeah, I mean, it's something that I write down just to track it. And I know before I go home, I need to make calls. And so sometimes I'm in the driveway of my house and the kids are throwing basketballs at my car, and I'm like, don't do that again. But, and we've spoke before, Mark, it's good to see you again. But then my business looks like, gosh, I should know my numbers better than I do, but again, I just show up and work hard every day. But I think we're going to be like 70 houses, and I'd say average price is 460 to 480, and it's very close to 50-50 on the listing and buying.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Drew, it's Jay here. You know, to get that price point up, like where you are, that's impressive. Are you running in circles with more high net worth people? Because I mean, that's a high price point, Drew. Like, what are you doing to network into those circles and those social influences? Because that's impressive, bro.
Yeah, thank you. Well, when I met my father-in-law, I had only played golf scrambles, and I shanked it and hit a house. And he's like, son, if you're going to hang around my daughter, you're going to have to get a lot better at this game. So then I joined a country club, which sounds so stuffy to say, but that's what it is. And I basically play purposeful golf. I probably play 40 to 50 rounds a year. Hopefully my wife's not on this. She doesn't know about every one of them, but it's purposeful golf, as long as it doesn't affect her schedule, actually. So if I'm home before 5 o'clock, I play during the week. I don't play on the weekends unless it's a tournament. So, and when I'm playing with people, I know everyone that I need to be playing with. And if I haven't met somebody, I try to get in there for some. I'm bringing clients out and trying to connecting people. Like, I had a doctor and a orthopedic salesman, and put them in the same foursome. And they're like, oh my gosh, Dr. Shertani would never take my call. And I brought him all the donuts in the world and wouldn't ever get a face-to-face with him. And here you're calling them, you know, by nicknames and all this stuff. Now they're like working together. So it's things like that. My kids go to a Catholic school. And so I make sure I know all the parents, and I don't know if that helps my price per transaction, but it's just every single thing that I do. I'm just trying to let people know what I do along the way. And I just think that you have to hit singles and doubles and focus on the people first, and not be so focused on price per transaction. And the longer you're in this business, you're just going to naturally grow with your clients. So I'd say that's where it started. Is I helped the male, for instance, buy his first house in Broad Ripple. Then he acquires a girlfriend, and the girlfriend's like, that's your bachelor pad and you bought that by yourself. Like, we need to get our own house together. Okay. So then they do a small upgrade. Now they've got 3 kids. It's an even bigger upgrade. So that's just kind of how things, I feel like, have been progressing with my career.
Drew, one thing I want to tell people is, I think a lot of people get in this business looking for the quick fix. This didn't happen overnight for you.
Oh,
built it. How fast did it happen for you?
I sold 10 houses in my first month, only because my best friend's mom at my previous brokerage was kind of my mentor and my partner. And so I was fed to the wolves early, but we split those deals 50-50, and it was $64,000 worth of commissions. And I'm like, this is it. I get 32,000. I found it. I've made it. But then I realized, wait a second, I want to get 100% of my own deals. And so then I started, what do I do with my time each week? Oh, I play basketball at Lawrence North High School. What if I'm the official thirst quencher of the summer basketball league? And what if I bring Gatorades and water bottles, because I'm going there anyways for exercise and camaraderie with 120 different guys. And I brought Gatorades and water bottles every single week because I was going there to play basketball anyways. And people remember the hustle and they still joke about it. And every time they log in on their to the website back in 2003, having a website for a rec basketball league was kind of a big deal. And they'd see Drew Schroeder, Century 21 at the time. And so yeah, I think I was lucky to have success and lucky to just attach myself to other successful agents. And I feel like that's what EXP gives instant access. Like, you could know nobody in your city, but you have this EXP world and everyone willing to share, and kind of a rising tide, lifts all ships sort of thing.
Hey, Drew. I wanted to ask about the ornaments and the artist. Would you give us any information on how we might do that?
Another nepotism thing. My mother-in-law is the same person. So now I know that she is very backed up, but if you can text her and it's Carol Hyder, and see if she'll do one for you. I think the reason why she does them for me is because it's a systematized thing. If you send her 30 buyers all at once, she's only one person and probably not going to knock it all out. But I think she'll be flattered and probably not turn you down. And those are $50 an ornament. So I know the baby gifts are a lot faster and easier for her. And the hand painted ornaments are, here's one right here, actually. Show and tell. I told you. So Rhett and Amber Adwell, they brought Lincoln and Landry to this house, and I guarantee they get emotional. Keepsakes by Carol. So I'd say maybe just text me offline if you've got like bulk orders, and I'm sure she's happy to help with people's stuff. So. But I think it's probably better if you get somebody local that can do it. Any artist can pretty much do that. Anybody else?
Hi, Drew. This is Chi Vu from Minnesota.
Hi there.
I'm loving your talk today. I just had a question. So you said that you're all by yourself, you don't have a team?
Correct. I have a transaction coordinator. So Donna, she's my right and left hand, and Alex Montagano, who's a couple offices over. We actually have a brick and mortar in Indiana because I wanted people to come in and collaborate with me organically, but we needed a place that Donna, Alex, and I could come work together. And Alex probably sells 80 to 85 houses a year, and so he's a beast in himself, as Jay would say. So yeah, it's a lot, but it's time management, and You know, you got to raise the standard on when to say yes and when to say no. I feel like we say yes to everything. I'd say when we are desperate to get paid in 30 days and 100% commission job, we may sacrifice family time or something that's important to us and say, well, what time is best for you? I prefer to say, here are the available times, and give them lots of days and windows and kind of manage my schedule a lot better that way.
Thank you.
Yeah, but it's just like you can't have a limiting belief. Like there's really no difference other than just consistency. And what Jay said is there's no easy button to this business. It's definitely fast paced, which I love. But it's one day at a time, and don't focus just because you see everything that I'm doing. Like, don't focus on, oh my gosh, I haven't been doing any of this stuff, and I haven't done any of this in the past. Like, focus on what you're doing today, and it's going to help you in the future. And don't compare yourself to other people too. Like, do the best that you can do, because everybody has different circumstances. I don't like when people get so
Guys,
cut up stuff.
We got a few more minutes, so
Yeah.
fire away. I love all the questions. Keep them coming at Drew.
I just want to thank Drew and wish him and his beautiful family happy holidays, brother. Thanks for everything, man. Thanks for giving back.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah. We sent you a referral, didn't we? Ford.
Yes, sir. Just
I
had
love
a Zoom with them last night, meeting them on Monday, showing them around Denver. Thank you. Thank you.
I love it.
Hey, Corey, are you coming down the chimney this year?
Yeah, I'm working on trying to fit down that tube. So yes, sir.
Aren't we all?
Hey, Drew, maybe talk. I'd like to hear you talk a little bit about some of the things that you're getting here at EXP, the stock. I know you're killing it. You know, you're building a rev share. You want to just talk about that for just a second, since
Sure.
we got a little moment? Talk about that for a second.
Well, I would say I've always been a go-giver, and so in 2018 January, I've always tried to help other agents because I was once in their shoes and help them with the learning curve. And in 2018 of January, because of I was at Berkshire Hathaway, and the way that brokerage was set up, there wasn't enough money at the end of the day for the brokerage, the owner, to give me money for helping their agents. And so they would pay me in bottles of bourbon. Basil Hayden's my favorite. And so I got 3 bottles of Basil Hayden in January of 2018. But when I saw what I saw at EXP is, hey, I can do this exact same thing. Keep pouring into agents. Like I said at the beginning of the call, reduce the failure rate of realtors in this industry, help people become the most elite version of themselves. If they want to be a top producer, great. If they want to be a better husband, great. Whatever it is that they want, I know that I have something I can give them and share. And focusing on that is what creates the revenue share with our company, and letting people know, like, there's a place for you, like you're not out on your own. And having agents that are doing the deals versus like a sales manager that might have sold homes 10 years ago and say, well, this is what I did, back in the early 2000s. I can say, this is what I did yesterday. And that's powerful to me. And the agent doesn't have to pay. That comes out of EXP's side. The stock, like, that was a big reason why I came to the company. I actually, again, show and tell. I got 1 share of Berkshire Hathaway stock at my previous company, and I probably have close to 9,000 shares of EXPI stock right now. That's 2.5 years. Like, that's life changing. And I don't necessarily care. Yes, that's a lie. I do care if the stock price goes up, but it's the fact that we have stock. It's the ability to wake up each morning and feel like I own a region of EXP and I'm a part of something. Like I'm building something. Like why build someone else's dream? Like build something for yourself and your family. And I have nothing bad to say about Berkshire. It definitely helped me mold me to who I am as a realtor. There's still so many great relationships there, but they gave me their roots, and I feel like EXP has given me, you know, my wings, so to speak.
Awesome, man. We got time for maybe a couple more questions. If y'all wanna hit him with 2 more questions, and then we'll close out. Guys, we do this for all the EXP agents every single Tuesday morning at 8:30 Central. It's always collaborative. I really believe it's a difference maker. So hopefully we'll see some of y'all next week at 8:30 Central on this weekly training. Drew, thanks for being on here.
You got it.
We have time for 2 more questions.
I have a question. This is Chivu from Minnesota again.
Hi there.
I'm wondering if you, what is your, I guess, how do you do your marketing? Is it social media more? Is it referrals?
I'd say it's all referral based. Like, I don't spend hardly any money on marketing. It is all just back on my clients. You'll never see a billboard of me on 465. You will see me dressed up like Buddy the Elf on December 6th, knock on wood. We're allowed to do it with COVID, and basically I'm providing an experience for families, and I dress like Buddy, and they come see Santa. They avoid the creepy Santa at the Castleton Square Mall, and they literally go on a train ride. Think like Splash Mountain at Disney World, minus like the water and the flumes that are going around. And they literally can come, they ride on a train, they go in and out. It's a really cool thing that a local hardware store does to compete against the Home Depot and Menards and Lowe's. And I have 64 families in 2 hours come, and that's a client appreciation party. And so it's things like that. There's a AAA baseball team where I invite everybody to come to, and I provide them with tickets and tickets to the game, chips and a hot dog and beers and all that stuff. So it's just a lot of things. The Christmas CDs, I'm going to give out 600 Christmas CDs to people and hand deliver as many as I can. So, you know, social media is a way for you to do it without spending a lot of money. But once you start making money, you got to spend. It's important to spend back on the people. Not like, I'm not going to go out and buy a Bentley like so many other people do. I feel like realtors are just so caught up in selling sunset and all these HGTV shows where they've got these nice cars. Yeah, correct. And it's like, it's not how much money you make, it's how much money you can keep. And like, if you are not financially stable, you're not going to be able to be the best realtor for your clients. If the home backs up to the interstate and is super noisy and not going to be good for resale, but hey, you got this Bentley payment coming up, you're going to tell your people to buy the house. Like, that's where you got to make sure you pay yourself. And that's where EXP has so many different buckets of helping the financial piece of realtors across the country and world, for that matter.
I got a question for you, man. This is Chris O'Neill. I'm out of Spring Hill, Tennessee, just south of Nashville. Hey, how you doing, my bald brethren? First and foremost,
I'm saving a lot of money on shampoo, just like you
telling
are.
Telling you, all of it goes to my beard. So yeah, Corey gets it.
Yeah.
So, hey, quick question for you, my man. I do a lot of KV Core stuff. Curious, you had said you had kind of created some different campaigns in there based on your buyer follow-up type stuff. Do you have like either a PDF or a Word document with that stuff in there as far as like the template would be concerned, or just kind of the wording on it?
I sure do. Can you see my screen
say, if
here?
You would put that in, if you would put that in the group, or if you wouldn't mind sharing, first and foremost.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's my week 1 check-in. This is asking for the Zillow review. Here's the 2-week email asking for, hey, reminding them I need that review of Drew. And here's your giveaway to the Santa Schroeder TV. You want more entries and win the TV, Chris? Let's buy another house. Only kidding. Feel free to put me in touch with any family and friends looking to make the move. Thanks for your support, Chris. And look how I'm burying the name in the message so they don't think it's like, Chris, how are you? Here's my exemption reminder where I'm, again, burying the name down low. And then like these are all emails that I've created that are my language to my people that I would do anyways. And yeah, I'd be happy to put that wherever Jay thinks it would make the most kind of impact for everybody.
You could share a file group.
Share it on the Facebook
mastermind group.
Yeah, that's perfect.
And then people can access it there into the file, into the files that have been shared. So that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I just the follow up and the wording and stuff on there if that's all right with you.
Yeah, steal it and replicate
and,
it.
You know, and I say, you know, take what he's done, but make it your own.
Yeah,
you don't want to just copy what he's doing. You want to personalize it to fit your personality. But it's kind of like it's a little bit of a, you know, like a bullet point of what you're doing. But definitely change it up, guys, once you see it.
Yeah, Chris,
Drew, you're amazing, dude.
Yeah, you don't want it to say review of Drew and Chris is sending it. So
I'll throw a few howdies and y'alls in there.
Yeah.
Hey, Drew.
Guys, we're gonna put it up in the
Hey, Jay, if you don't mind,
the real estate mastermind group. So
we got Lawrence Taylor has got a question. The New York Giants, Lawrence Taylor.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Hey, Drew,
yes,
man, I just want to say, man, awesome information, man. You pulled me off my treadmill. I had to get off and take notes, brother. So I appreciate you.
Yeah, no, it's good to hear. And yeah, just workplace chat me anytime if I can help you.
Yes, sir.
I got a question really quick before we go. Hello?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Are you using Obsidian? If so, how often are you using it?
Not using Obsidian. I've heard people talk about it, but I don't know what it is. Sorry.
Okay. All right. No problem. Thank you.
Yep.
All righty, Drew. Oh, go ahead.
I just have one last question. This is Michelle with the Exp Realty.
Sure.
I was wanting to, when you were talking about the TV, like giveaway, and we could just kind of make it our own and do something different. But are you doing that only for referral people or your clients too?
I'm doing that for people that buy a house, people that sell a house, and the people that referred it. So
you do it 3 different ones.
So 3 different groups. So I can put, you know, my lo and behold email in the Word document as well. And then I literally just put that into KV Core and group my people via hashtags. And, you know, I've got just different ways that I can mass text. And, you know, it's been text and email. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All righty, guys. Well, you know, Drew's going to post that in the mastermind, which is for the EXP agents that are already at EXP. That's a private group that is only for people that are actually at EXP. But get back with whoever is at EXP and talk to them about that, and maybe they can email it to you or whatnot. But Drew, thank you for sharing everything. I love the agent ownership. That's why so many people are willing to help each other. It's you, and every single agent here is just poured in and helping each other, all of us grow our business, grow the stock. And God bless you, man. Thank you for doing this morning for everybody.
Absolutely. Finish strong, guys.
Yeah.
Woo!
Tracy, I'll message you off the side and tell you everything on this TV. All right.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Have a good day. Take care.